Welcome back, everyone, to episode 29 of the US series. So, we are still in the works of trying to push out these terrorist groups or terrorist camps in Somaliland, and we're trying to flush them out of the cities into these terrorist camps, and we're going to continue our missile attacks and air strikes on them. And we're going to look to take these two cities with our commandos. So let's go ahead and hit them with mortar fire. And then we'll go after that. Go after that camp. For them. And then we'll do the airstrikes. We'll send... So we'll send a helicopter there to attack. So we're also going to continue to deal with the immigration crisis. So we're going to modify economic immigration quotas. We're going to try to do that every few weeks to every month. So we're going to lower that to, let me see, can we? All right, so we'll lower that to 64. All right, what about 60? Can we do that? No. About 62. Yeah, let's just... Nope. No, it's 64 it is. Put that through. Let's go ahead and start this
The
up.
bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Our infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation, a sort of Bulgarian opening.
Alright, we'll go after Iran Space Center. Let's look at our energy. So we have two more being built. Let's go ahead and place another one right there.
One of our drones has detected camouflaged enemy units that we have listed on our military map.
Alright, let's just give them... Just give them 9 billion. Get that over with.
After their incursion into territory controlled by the terrorists, our soldiers must face attacks from these felons. One of our drones has detected camouflaged enemy units.
Alright, so let's go after the terrorist groups. Let's see. Alright, so there's no one there, so we'll go ahead and infiltrate them. And we'll infiltrate them. So that's
Here is our
done.
growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is a very good figure.
All right, so we still have a strong economy. Unemployment is at 1%.
One of our drones has detected.
So it's time we start cleaning up the swamp, or at least try to slow them down. So we're going to limit the funding to political parties. Maybe I won't do that. Let's see, how much money do we have? 14 million. Oh, campaign cost, investments available is 5 million. Let's go through with it.
Good morning! I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I went...
Alright, so Canada lost their mind. So they want to sell us one cannon out of the 2 that they produce a year, even though we produce 136. So obviously one's not going to do anything. So that's a no-brainer. No. Alright.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah,
That's what we call entertaining.
have some champagne and go home.
It's true that the blow cannot really be described as fatal. 2 arrests.
Alright, let's look at immigration again. Let's look at construction. For detention centers, we are going to build another 50. I hate when this game does that. I'm going to do another 1,500 detention centers.
The decree takes effect as of today.
Alright, so we kicked out more immigrants. No, we're not going to take out Saudi Arabia's head of state. No. Let's get back to these airstrikes. Alright, so people are fleeing Somaliland because of the strikes going on. Alright, let's send our helicopter there. Alright, we're gonna send our battle robots there. So that city should be taken over. And speaking of battle or combat robots, let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and build the 250 combat robots. So we have a lot of people fleeing to Yemen. Alright, let's go to... Alright, so let's review. Alright, Belize, we're gonna do that. Bolivia, okay, that's fine, that's fine. We'll leave Brazil for now. Congo, we'll leave that as is. Honduras. Alright, so Iran, we're definitely going to do that. And actually the same for Iraq too. Alright, so that's enough.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay, so that was passed, so this should help limit some of the people coming over. Alright, so if this is going to get approved, let's put them in that base.
Our infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation. A sort of Bulgarian opening, if you'll
Alright.
allow.
Yeah, we'll take out their satellite launching capability. Alright, so we took over one city already. Or another city. Let's see, do I have any commandos? Actually, let's send these tanks over. Alright, so we took out Iran Space Center.
One of our drones has detected.
Alright, we'll approve this. Alright, so we lowered net migration altogether. Let's look at illegal immigration. Still Mexico. Then India and the Philippines. Alright, let's go to housing. Let's do about 20,000 new homes. And let's bump this up. Start modernizing the country. Alright, jobs. Let's see. Unemployment's down to 0.5%. Let's look at inflation. That's going down too. Alright, Saudi Arabia secretly finances Turkey. Shiite resistant forces. Terrorists which attack Turkey. We'll hold on to that. We're not going to deal with that
Our
now.
national theater company is experiencing great success. Its presence in a place as prestigious as a court of honor of the
Alright, so let's go back to immigration. Like I said, we're going to be extremely aggressive with this. So we're going to try to kick out more immigrants. Not going to rule out closing the border altogether. I'm trying to avoid doing that.
The fundraising campaign has been really successful. The money will help us boost the party and our election campaigns.
Alright, let's go to research. And energy environment. We'll bump that up by 2. And that was extremely expensive. The other thing I want to do is industrial espionage. Because we want to gain access to hypersonic missiles. So we're probably going to be able to steal that technology from either China or Russia. It's more than likely going to be Russia.
Our agents had to abort.
Alright, let's go back. Alright, so we have a few more terrorist camps that opened up again. Let's do these airstrikes. Alright, so this 2-star cruiser is basically useless, so they can go back.
We are going to violate this.
Let's send missiles there. Just hit that with mortar fire. I'm gonna send the airstrike there. And hit that.
Our scientific cell infiltrated an important research center. According to the information theory, we are therefore, potentially, able to obtain industrial secrets that, according to a quick projection, would attain the properly astounding index of 4 on the ladder of Angstrom. That is to say...
Alright, let's give it a try. We're not gonna take out a head of state. Nope.
One of our drones has detected camouflage.
Alright, so research. Let's go and... let's go for about 5. And industry. Let's go through this. Alright, so biotechnology is fine. Combat robots is fine. Oh, fuel cell batteries. Alright, so we have enough for that. Iron we're going to need more of. So let's do 5 billion on that. Nano robotics, we're fine on that. Plastics, we're not. So let's make that 10 billion that we do for that. Sodas are fine. In fact, let's do a 3% price cut. Alright, utility construction. Pump that up to 6. fact, actually, let's see. It's the largest producer of that. We are. And China is right beneath us. So alright, so we don't have a tariff on them. We're gonna place a 40% tariff on them. So then that steers everything to us, and we can make this 8 billion.
After their incursion into territory controlled by the terrorists, our soldiers must face attacks from these felons.
Alright, so let's look at this. Alright, so oil has gone down even more. Alright, legal immigrants are uncontrollable. Alright, so our secretary just resigned. Alright, so let's do a replacement. Want someone with highest rating. I think I had him before. Oh, well, he's the guy that just resigned. Let's put him in. And let's see. Let's publicly congratulate him. Alright, so that brings him up to 92%. I'll bump up the vice president. Alright, so let's look at our debt. Alright, so we have a $416 billion surplus.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating Key Center. According to my calculations, the informational gain, in geopolitical terms, could be close to 2.73 on Sachs graphic. Our agent also allows us to anticipate and therefore counterattack their terrorist projects. You can decide to dismantle.
Alright, we'll keep them infiltrated. Let's send those commandos there. Alright, let's go back to immigration. And we're going to drop this down to 62. Should get approval, and it does. Let's put that through. Alright, so let's see. How are we with farming? What about cereals? Um, 25. Let's just make this even 30 billion. Let's make sure we have the proper amount of water networks. Let's just bump that up by one. Alright, our tire industry. Let's bump that up to 4 billion. Alright, let's see what we could do with taxes. So we can bump this up to 4%. Financial transactions. No, that's still not gonna work for them. Let's see if we will bump up gambling. No, that's not gonna work either. Still too soon.
The population affected by the disaster is in a very precarious situation. Must have lost a lot, and even
Alright, giving them
the
6
bill
billion.
has been voted on, and the law has been passed.
The work is finally over, and the inauguration will take place.
Alright, so that naval base is now complete.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential informer.
Okay, we'll do
The
that.
decree takes effect as of today.
Our infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a
Alright, we'll do that. Alright, let's commence our takeover. Alright, so we have 2 cities that we've taken over. Alright, let's send these tanks there. And we need to reinforce what we already have there. We need some more equipment. Let's send our battle robots to send them to that city there. Alright, justice. Let's look at our crime rate. So we're gonna have to build more prisons. Let's go with 1,000.
Undeniably, you have inside you the founding values of society, such as love for family.
Alright, let's look at immigration again. Alright, so we are pushing these numbers down. We're just going to be a lot more aggressive. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Let's look at so let's raise the minimum wage. Alright, no, that's not going to work. Actually, let's check inflation. So, actually, I'll wait until get inflation down to 2%.
One of our drones has detected.
Look at our legislation. Let me just check to see if... surprisingly, they'll approve that.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so just lowered the immigration quotas. So we'll wait another month or so and we'll do the same thing again.
It is inadmissible. A fire of criminal origin was caused last night at the very heart of an annex of my administration. Despite the efforts of his colleagues to save him, an employee was imprisoned by the flames and later found completely charred. The people responsible for this drama deserve to be severely punished, and I will personally lead the investigation.
Arson and... Okay.
In a statement sent to the press, the terrorist organization has claimed responsibility for the operation. We have collected intelligence from various departments. The organizer of this operation has been identified. He has disappeared into thin air.
Alright. Let's increase international agents by 100. Alright, let's consult our files. So we have Afghanistan, China. Jeez, look at Iran. Reduction of suspicions. Proof. Okay. Alright, we're still going to hold on to all of that information. Let's place our top guy in Russia.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so one thing I neglected is education. Let's increase medical training. we haven't built any new hospitals, so let's do 200 new hospitals. Medical staff. Let's make that 53. Let's modernize some of the equipment too. And transportation. Let's improve everything for the handicap. Let's look at our Hyperloop. Alright, so we can do one from Memphis to St. Louis or Springfield. I think I'm gonna do one from Memphis to Springfield. And then from Springfield, we'll go to Chicago once that's complete. Should be done in 7 months. Let's see. Let's just give them 4 billion.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may, a few words of encouragement before the national...
Really bad choice. Well, that's fine because I'm still gonna connect this with Chicago. Alright, let's go to modifying immigration. So my goal for this is to bring it down to 100,000. So it's going to be a while.
A week from the beginning of the competition, our team is perfectly prepared.
Alright, let's go back to Somalia. And let's build an army base. Build it right about there.
Our sportsmen are ready.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do a strike on...
We are going to violate this country's...
Let's hit those tanks. at that terrorist camp. Alright, so we took out that tank squadron.
The competition will begin in a week.
Industrial espionage reported. So it's going to take us a little while longer to try to get those hypersonic missiles.
Our agents had to abort.
Alright, so maybe one of the things I need to do is increase funding for training.
The package has been delivered. Our armaments industry has worked well and delivered on time.
Alright, that reminds me too. We're gonna order more missiles.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so we're getting immigration under control. You can see that number is continuing to go down. Alright, that's starting to flatline again. But that should drop after our deportation.
The demonstration's atmosphere is oscillating between environmentalism and extreme leftism. The banners and slogans that display sayings that are now well known do not incite violence at the moment.
The decree takes effect as of today.
Okay, we kicked out 115,000. Alright, so yeah, that dropped it down again.
Our agents that have infiltrated this organization confirm their window of opportunity.
Alright, keep them infiltrated. Alright, so I think I'm going to end this episode. We accomplished a lot in terms of immigration, or illegal immigration. Still not going to rule out the possibility of closing the borders altogether. Depends on the progress we have. So on that note, thank you for the support for this channel, and I will see you soon.